everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tania, and if you're stopping by for the first time, then I hope you consider subscribing. And if you're not stopping by for the first time, then thank you very much for your support. Today's video will be the tag that's been going around for a little while, to which I'm very, very late. I was tagged by two lovely ladies, Winnie BLV and Emily from Angeline, and this is the tag created by Tarina from LuxHandbagLover, and it's called This or That. And she has divided her prompts into three categories, which would be the three main design houses. So Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Hermes. And she's got a variety of pairings under each category from which we are to choose which one we would prefer. So I'm not going to ramble anymore. I'll get right into it and let me know what you think of my choices at the end. Okay, so beginning with Louis Vuitton, we have the clay or the 6-ring key holder. I'm going to go with the clay. I don't have the 6-ring key holder. I have a 4-ring key holder, but I know that the clay would hold more than the 4-ring key holder, so clay. Damier Ben or Damier Azur. I like the Azur. I think the Azur is much more pretty. Even as the Vachetta ages, it still looks striking against the sort of the blue and the white. And that little fleck of beige in between, you know, it's lovely. And I like it because it's fresh, and as the Vachetta darkens, you can even use it in winter. I have an Alma Bébé in Ebene and a Pochette Ce Soir in Ebene, and it's nice, I like it, but sometimes I find it dull. I find it just lacks luster, you know. Okay, Alma or Speedy. Speedy, hands down. I have the Alma Bébé, as I said. It doesn't hold as much as a Speedy. But I don't like the slouchiness of a Speedy, so for me it's a Speedy with an organizer. And never full or on the go? On the go. I like structured bags. I don't really gravitate to soft floppy bags so much. And while the never full looks lovely on others, and every time I see it, I spot it a mile away, I admire it, I just don't like it. I like the PM because being smaller, it seems to have more structure, if that makes sense. And Petite Malle or the Boîte Chapeau. This one's tricky because depending on size. So I'm going to go with the larger Petite Malle and the medium-sized Boîte Chapeau. And I'm going to say the Petite Malle only because of its shape. Although you can't put as much in it, but most of the SLGs that I have are sort of rectangular and cornered in some way. So putting those in a Boîte Chapeau, which is essentially round, it's a hat box, I think poses problems. So I'm going to go with the Petite Malle. Nano Speedy or Nano Noé. I prefer the Nano Noé. I think it can hold more. It looks more stylish. It looks less childlike in terms of shape, but it's still gorgeous. Like the Nano Speedy is still gorgeous, but I would choose the Noé, the Nano Noé. All right, moving on to Chanel. So we have Caviar or Lambskin. Lambskin, hands down. I think it's more luxurious. I think it's more pretty. It looks like leather. Some Caviar looks and feels like plastic. I know a lot of people have said that. Went into Chadston Chanel some time ago with Kim Curated, and I know she loves Caviar, and I was feeling this Caviar, and I thought, for the price, it doesn't even feel like leather. So yes, I know lambskin can scratch more easily, but it's a price I'm prepared to pay for a nicer looking leather. Chevron or quilting. Chevron, I don't like quilting much. I find it looks too bulbous in some cases. I do like the flatter quilting, but I think that chevron is so much more striking. I love chevron. Espadrilles or slingbacks. Neither, because I'm very much a heels person, but because the slingbacks have a heel, I would choose the slingbacks over the espadrilles. Trendy CC or Coco handle. Trendy CC, to me, it seems more versatile. It seems like it can hold more. And also the flap, the opening of the flap, the handle on the Coco handle is stiff and hard. So I imagine it would poke in as you lift the flap to open the bag. So Trendy CC. Chanel 19 or Deauville. Now this will surprise you. I love the mixed metals on the Chanel 19, but I'm worried about it because it's got that softish leather, and the one clasp at the front, it looks like it's pulling, especially if you load up the bag with a lot of contents. So I have seen photos of Chanel 19s where they don't look so structured anymore. They tend to lose their shape and pull in all the wrong places. So for that reason, I'm going to go Deauville, because at least the Deauville is a soft bag to begin with. So yes, it's slouchy and lacks shape to some extent, but pop in an organizer and it'll be fine. So I'm going to go Deauville, especially the leather one. Yeah. The boy or the Gabrielle, boy, hands down, and in chevron. Wow. I love the boy with chevron and that sort of the chain detail across the front. Holy smokes, Batman. It's a beautiful bag. I love the boy. It's got edge. It stands out a little bit. Yeah, it has its sort of, you know, flaws whereby it's got the little space at the top where some little things can fall out. But I think it's beautiful. I don't like the Gabrielle. I do like the Gabrielle, but I find it too ladylike for me. Although I do love the chain action that's happening on that bag. Boy, always. And if ever I buy a Chanel bag, it'll be a boy or the Business Affinity. Probably a boy. Classic flap or reissue? Reissue. I find the classic flap, sorry to say, overdone. I know it's classic flap because it's classic, but I don't know. It's, yeah, reissue is so much nicer. It's got a subtlety to it. Still says Chanel, but it has a subtlety. Took me a while, that distressed leather, to grow on me, but I think that the reissue is more edgy. It's got more of a masculine feel to it, like the boy, and I prefer that over very pretty bags. Hermes, now I don't have anything in Hermes, but just based on what I've seen in other people's reviews, Click Clack or the Click H, I'm really into my stacking of bangles, so I'm going to go with the Click Clacks, which are the smaller ones, and I like the idea of stacking 2 or 3. Would I ever do that? I don't know. Maybe just stack 2. But I like the idea of stacking, so I'd probably go the smaller one. Oran sandals or Oasis sandals. Oasis because at least they have a little bit of a heel, but even then they're a bit flat. I don't like the Orans because I imagine that while walking you'd get a lot of that flappy action happening, and you don't like that much. A taupe or gold in terms of color. Gold because I find it's more vibrant and it's more warm. A taupe to me looks a bit flat, but it's a lovely neutral color, but I'm going to go with the gold because it also blends more with my skin tone. Togo leather or Epsom. I'm going to go with Epsom because it's a little bit more structured and firm. Togo is beautiful also, but yeah, tends to become more slouchy. I hope I got that right. And Evelyn or Picotin. I'm going to go Picotin simply because it has more of a bag look. The Evelyn is beautiful, and I love the TPM Evelyn, the very small one. But I think the Picotin is more interesting to look at. And Birkin or Kelly, in all honesty, neither. I think I would prefer the Constance, but Birkin or Kelly, I'm going to say Kelly because I like the strap option and I like that it's more structured. Having said that, a Birkin is also structured, but I like the look of the Birkin. It's more detailed than a Kelly. So functionality, oh, I don't know. I like the look of the Birkin. This is mine, it's not a Birkin, but this is the Paradis Officiel. This bag was sent to me by Krista, and you know, it's a play on the Birkin, and this would be the small 25 centimeter. So I love the look of it, you know, the work that's on there. Birkin doesn't have that, of course. It's beautiful to look at, nor does it have a strap, but you know what I mean. But you can't put a Birkin on your shoulder. Birkin or Kelly, Kelly. I know. Handheld bags drive me crazy. So Kelly. Okay guys, well, I hope you found this interesting. I tried not to talk too much through this. I'd like to thank Winnie and Emily for tagging me, and I would like to tag a few others. So Lisa Loves Bags, Andri, Kim Curated, Kat L, Fashionably Elise, Amaya Links, and LV Lux Girl. I'm Katie Cadell. I hope you'll consider doing this tag. So take care everybody, God bless, and I'll see you next time.